And on the weather scene, things are a change, and we'll start you out with our Powers in Woodman camera right now and show you about 70 degrees. You'd never guess what's around the corner with temperatures like this. Not even really a lot of cloud cover over the high country, and the wind's not bad now either. They will die down slightly overnight and pick back up tomorrow morning. As you notice here, and when you turn on that temperature tracker, the big story, we've got a lot of cold air starting to settle in. The big front that we've been tracking off of the North Pacific, that's going to continue to enter into the region as we move into Monday and early morning hours Tuesday. You can kind of see just the leading edge of that front there where we see the greens transition into the oranges. That's the borderline of that cold air, and right behind it, not a lot of moisture. We were thinking this thing was going to pull a little bit more rain than what it is. Right now it's looking relatively dry. The heaviest impact looks to be winds and cold air over top of the state right now. You can still see pretty decent winds shooting across the state. All that cloud cover the past few hours is really pretty good clip throughout the state. Here's how the winds are right now. We're still looking at the double digits for wind speeds. As for the mountains right now into eastern Colorado, relatively clear. As the evening progresses, those winds will die down pretty much into the single digits, still staying a little bit breezy into Salida and Canyon City. And then as we trail into our Monday morning, those winds will pick up a little bit more as that front starts to move in. So here's how things are going to play out for us. Again, starting out relatively clear tonight, and then overnight we're going to start to see a few mountain storms move through, primarily rain. A few pockets of snow might move through again into the high country. That will track off relatively quickly, making way for a nice morning there for your Monday morning commute. But again, a little bit breezy tomorrow morning is going to be the big story. As the day progresses, we'll start to see some higher elevation clouds roll over top of the mountains, and those, although the skycast isn't showing a lot of rain tomorrow, these do have pretty decent amounts of moisture with them, so we might see a few isolated showers throughout eastern Colorado. Those will move through very, very quickly. Again, the heaviest impact of this front moving through the area is just a real cold drop in temperatures. As for tonight, still not bad. Look at that, 50 degrees in La Junta, 48 into Lamar, a few 40s into the foothills as well, 43 into the Springs, 42 into Pueblo. A little bit chilly into the mountains, but not anywhere as chilly as what it's going to be. 60s tomorrow, big drop in the temperatures, over 20 degree drop in some locations. Looking at 66 tomorrow into La Junta, Lamar 67, and then the 50s into the foothills and a few low 50s and even 30s into the mountains. Now, one thing to keep in mind as we start to fast forward into your Monday night into early morning hours Tuesday, those overnight lows are going to be really chilly, down to the 20s and 30s pretty much all across the area. So again, plants, yeah, possible damage there, and also outside water lines. So if you haven't blown out the sprinklers yet, probably wouldn't be a bad thing to do here as soon as you can. As for the next 7 days, here's how things play out for us. Again, 50s to start the week out, a few isolated showers moving through. And then the temperatures kind of level out a little bit for the tail end of the week, looking at a few clouds rolling through the area, but 60s relatively nice for the tail end of next week, if we can just get past Monday and Tuesday. And then again, same story for Pueblo, warming up to the near 70 degree mark come Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, not a lot of change in the forecast all across the board. 66 and 66 when it comes to Wednesday and Thursday into Canyon City. Overnight lows are going to be the heaviest impact, of course, cooling off into the 30s and 20s Monday and Tuesday night. So it's going to be rather brisk there. Into Teller County, we're looking at the 40s to start out your work week, and then 50s by midweek. By Wednesday, Thursday should be hitting that 54 degree mark, and kind of leveling out after that, feeling a little bit more seasonably average for the area. But it is definitely going to be a chilly one over the next few days once this front starts to settle in. But at least Rana's still looking optimistic, wearing yellow. Bright sunny colors.
It was the last day of really warm weather for a little bit, so I'd be festive.
Leave it to good old Colorado to drop the temperatures 20 degrees on us in
Why not?
a matter of hours. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, well. Broncos